Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna be showing you how to use the Philips 800, 1200 or 2200 series super automatic espresso machine. I'm gonna show you all the options, how to make espresso, black coffee, americanos, how to use the milk frother to make cappuccinos, and still try and keep it under 5 minutes, so let's get right into it. So first things first, you wanna make sure you have water in the water tank. Also make sure you have the aqua clean water filter in the water tank. If you don't have one, I'll have a link from Amazon where you can grab one. Next, you want to set up your grinder setting. To do this, you just push and turn the knob. I recommend setting it up somewhere in the middle, more towards the finer end, and then adjusting it based on taste. I'll let you know how a little bit later in this video. Then you want to have some fresh coffee, whether pre-ground or whole bean. I'll have some recommendations down in the description of what I use. If you're gonna be using pre-ground coffee, pour only 1 scoop into this small chute here. And if you're gonna be using whole beans in the big bin, I obviously always recommend whole bean coffee because it's usually always fresher. Okay, so once you turn it on, you gotta wait a bit for it to warm up. But you basically have a few options, and the two main ones are just espresso and regular black coffee or long shots. In between those, you have a 1 or 2 cycles. That does not mean single or double shot, and I'll explain what I mean in a bit. I'm gonna choose 1 cycle. Then you have to select your strength or aroma, as the instructions say. That's basically how much ground coffee you want in your brewing head. And finally the shot volume, and then you press start. You can adjust your spout based on the cup size. And there goes your first espresso. This machine produces a nice crema, not as good as you would get from a regular espresso machine, one with a portafilter, but not bad either. And here's what the 2 cycles or ×2 option mean. So you select everything like before, the strength and shot volume, and the machine is gonna do 2 complete cycles from start to finish. It's gonna ground beans, pour a shot, and then grind again and pour another shot. So this is really useful for when you're living with someone and you want to make 2 coffees, one right after the other. Or you can even make 4 coffees. If you split the shot, you can select the 2 cycles on the coffee option, for example, and you can have 4 cups of black coffee in a matter of minutes. So there's 2 cups, and right after this it's gonna start grinding again and pouring 2 more cups without you needing to do anything. So that's the espresso and coffee option. And now we can move on to the milk frother. But before we do that, real quick, I mentioned briefly earlier that you can adjust your grinder setting based on the taste of the coffee. If it's too sour, you can adjust the grinder to grind finer, or if it's too bitter, you can adjust the grinder to grind coarser next time. But to do that, if you already have beans in your hopper, you have to initiate a cycle, and only when it starts grinding, you can adjust the grinder settings. And I know it's kind of inconvenient, but because while it's not grinding, it's kind of stuck from all the beans inside and it doesn't move in either direction. So I thought it was important to note that. Okay, so now we can move on to the milk frother. It's pretty simple. You'd want to have a milk pitcher and fill it up with milk up to the spout. And then just click on the steam option and then on the start button. It takes some time to warm up, so you better prepare by placing your milk pitcher under the steam wand. Steam your milk for about 5 to 10 seconds. Tilt your jug to the front and to the side. And that's it. Make sure to wipe the steam wand with a wet towel right after and purge it with some hot water so the milk doesn't dry and build up. And then you can even attempt to draw some latte art. Just start by pouring high, then lower your jug and move your wrist slowly. This is not the best milk pitcher for that type of flat whites, but it's good enough. Alternatively, you can also do the reverse cappuccino just by steaming some milk first and then pouring an espresso shot over it. And last, you have the hot water option for making americanos or just a cup of tea. All you need to do is select the hot water option, choose your volume, and place a shot of coffee under the steam wand or a tea bag. That's it for this video, guys. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coffee content. I'm the Espresso Dog, and till next one, bye.